Okay, hey y'all, the government wants to get even more involved in trucking. Is it good? Is it bad? Okay, yeah, when I talk about the government this time, I'm talking about two representatives from the U.S. House of Representatives, one Republican, one Democrat. They say they have a bipartisan bill to improve trucking. And let me see if I can get this right. It's the Safer Highways and Increased Performance, I think, in Interstate Trucking. And the acronym they're using is SHIP-IT Act. Don't want to say that 5 times real fast, you might embarrass yourself. But the SHIP-IT Act has all sorts of things they want to do to help trucking get better with the supply chain. Yeah, they say in the last few years, especially since COVID, the supply chain has taken a lot of hits from a lot of places for a lot of different reasons. And I'm sure y'all have some opinions on why the supply chains have been having such a problem. And in trucking, of course, the government and the representatives say a big part of it is they don't have enough truck drivers. Now, you can go either way on that. We do, we don't. It's not a trucker shortage problem, it's a pay shortage problem, which the pay shortage problem makes it a trucker shortage problem because guys don't want to work for the wages that they can get. So it's a vicious circle, isn't it? Anyway, they say that this act, the SHIP-IT Act, one of the provisions in it is tax incentives for existing truck drivers and new truck drivers to get into and stay in the trucking industry. So what they're going to do is give tax credits, temporary tax credits. If you're an existing truck driver already in the industry, you will get a $7,500 tax credit on your income tax. If you're a new driver, your first year in the industry, you'll get a $10,000 tax credit. Also, truck drivers are going to be eligible under the Workforce Innovation and Opportunities Act, which I've not heard of before, to get grants for helping you to pay for your CDL training and for ongoing driver training. I don't know what that would be, but that's what it said. So you can get a grant to help you pay for your CDL. Another thing they said in this SHIP-IT Act that they're going to do is they're going to be able to give grants to private entities and states to increase the truck parking around the United States, make it safer and more opportunity to park your truck. I am all for making trucking better, whatever it takes, and it's going to cost money, right? Everything costs money. I want trucking to be better. I want to have better drivers. I want to have better regulations for the technology that's coming into trucking. I don't think all the technology is exactly safe because it's just not ready mostly. It doesn't perform the way it's advertised, but that's another video. Anyway, my big question is I'm also worried about what's it going to cost and where the money's going to come from. These government initiations and these acts that they come up with always cost money. And if the government's in charge of it, they're not going to manage the money very well, at least from my experience. So I'm kind of torn between getting the SHIP-IT Act rushed through Congress, Senate, signed by the president, and get started because then they have to fund it, and getting to know where the money's coming from. Of course, it's going to come from you and me, the taxpayer. So what's the guarantees that this money is going to be spent correctly and worked out correctly? That's my concern with it. So what do you think about the SHIP-IT Act? And what do you think it's going to do for trucking? How long is it going to take to get this thing through? Because they just proposed this bill last week. So the SHIP-IT Act is underway in Congress. They got it introduced. Now I guess they're going to have to sell it to the rest of their House members and then get it written up and passed and what all that takes. And that costs money too, right? Let me know what you think about the SHIP-IT Act, about other innovations to help trucking get better, all those things. Stick around. Watch some more of my videos. I'll put some up. I appreciate you watching, liking, comment on my videos. I thank you for subscribing if you've already subscribed, and I thank you for subscribing if you haven't yet. And we'll see you later.